So you never went out with somebody kind of unstable?
Well, you know, you could say that all women at some point fall in that category.
Today I have my 2020 E63s. I've never actually featured one of my own cars. Yeah, this is pretty unbelievable car. It kind of was a dream to get an AMG only because I had always, read about them, always kind of geeked out when I saw them because it was just like, of course the Mercedes brand is iconic, but the AMG stuff to any, everybody likes cars. I don't know, it felt kind of like a fantasy. You knew that badge meant that this thing would really go. I love the exhaust sound, the power. So it was a dream to get one of these. And then I went a little further and recently did a RENNtech Stage 1 turbo upgrade. Out of the gate, when you get the E63s, you have a 4-liter V8 twin turbocharged engine that produces 603 horsepower. It's plenty. Let me say, nothing about this car, when you put it in Sport Plus stock, makes you go, oh, I wish that this would actually go faster at all. Definitely has more than enough horsepower, but I don't know. I'm a sucker for mods. Some people are not into it and they make a whole thing about like, the way that it is the way that it is. You shouldn't do it. Whatever. I love modifying cars, especially performance cars. I've done it to a Porsche. I have a BMW that has ridiculous modifications. And this one now is flirting with kind of crazy. So first of all, you do have like your kind of impressive standard Mercedes interior. So here's how I got into RENNtech. They sent me this, right? You reach under the dash, you plug it in, and in 90 seconds, this little thing told this computer to unleash 70 more horsepower. I took this car to Motoric in Studio City to do the Stage 1 upgrade. You get RENNtech turbos. So they remove yours, put in the larger turbos. Next you get RENNtech high flow fuel pumps. You get RENNtech downpipes, RENNtech 200 cell HJS race cats. Then you get the RENNtech blow off valve adapter, which we're gonna go for a little ride here so you can hear it. It's basically just audible porn. The car now produces 840 to 850 horsepower. Completely unnecessary and totally worth it. Let's see if you can hear the blow off valve here thing. Hear it? Oh. You feel that? Feel that? That sucks in your butt feeling? I mean, the unreal, man. Motoric, Studio City. You guys did a great job. Thank you. The hardest someone's ever flexed on me, actually, in a position of authority, is one of those money trucks. You know what I mean? Like the guys that dropping off cash or picking up cash from businesses. I had a dude like that at a 7-Eleven, and I was about to use the ATM, and he goes, "Get back!" This is like a rant. Like I was like, I turned around, I'm like, who the fuck's saying that? I'm like, oh, I'm using the ATM. He goes, "You're not using it now." I was like, what? This dude had he had his hand on his gun, and he clearly was like looking to use it. Like he wanted me to be like, "Fuck you." And I was like, what the fuck, man? So I was like, hey man, he goes, "Get the fuck back from it." Like there was something active happening. And I was like, all right. And I get back and he just does the, removes the cash and then puts it in the bag and walks out to the armored truck. And I was like, the fuck was that? And the guy working at 7-Eleven was like, he's always like that. I'm like, what? I'll tell you the happiest I've ever been to see a police officer, though, or someone in a position of authority, was I was working the road. I was in Texas, and I was staying at a dog shit hotel. I get to the place, and I immediately am like, this place. The room next to me, I can hear music. I can hear people talking loudly, and their front door is open, like their door to the parking lot, and then they're using it like it's a patio. Like the guy has a chair that he puts out there, and he's just talking and just, making a lot of noise, but it's still like it's daytime, and I'm like, all right, well, this is a really fucking fun, like there's no nap today, that's for sure. When I come back after the show, it's now, let's say 11:30 or something. The room next door is an all-out party. There's multiple women there now with him. They're louder. They're drinking, music, yelling, laughing, cursing. And I'm like, this doesn't really feel like the kind of place you can call the front desk and say, my neighbor's making some noise. I do end up calling, and they're like, huh? What's he doing? I'm like, I don't know. I mean, I think he's fucking dismembering someone over there. It's insane. It sounds like when I watch inside a prison show, that's what it sounds like next to me. Just screaming, there's music, there's drinking, they're making so much noise. His front door is just wide open. So it's coming out from the door, it's coming through the walls. I'm like, motherfucker. I'm just sitting in my bed. It's probably, I don't know, 1:30, 2 in the morning now. And through the curtains and the shades, I can see flashing lights, blue and red lights. And I'm like, this is about to get interesting. I guess he had, at a certain point, I don't know if it was right then or just before then, shut his door. So I hear them pounding on the door, and I'm like, oh shit. He opens the door, lots of yelling, a scuffle, and then I hear one of the women be like, oh fuck no. I guess she takes off. One of them screams a little bit, and the guy is like fucking losing his mind at the cops. They drag his ass out, and I'm sitting there like a little kid looking for Santa on Christmas Day. I'm just looking through the curtain. I'm like, just ear to ear smiling, watching this guy get dragged by the cops and thrown into the back of the car. And I gotta tell you, I got a solid 2.5 hours of sleep after that. It was pretty awesome. What's this? Who's this? My dad. Should we say what's up? Hey, Dad.
How you doing?
Good. I'm recording a video right now. Hey, Dad.
Yeah.
Did you ever date a crazy girl growing up?
I never went out with anybody that was crazy.
No?
I mean, if I did once, there wasn't a second date. Okay?
Yeah. So you never went out with somebody kind of unstable?
Well, you could say that all women at some point fall in that category. But I mean, that's kind of a generalization of, because that's what women are. But I had a rule that if we had more than one argument, we never went out again.
Whoa. And did you ever enforce that rule?
100% of the time. I mean, if you're going to argue, what's the point of having a relationship with somebody if you're going to argue?
You've argued with Mom more than once, right?
No, we debate and argue.
Debate. Oh, okay. So, but you've never wanted to like throw Mom off a cliff or hold her under the water or anything like that?
Oh, no. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. No.
That's cool. Your kids have wanted to. Well, look, man, will you send me that address you were looking at?
Yeah, I will. Right now. Okay.
All right. Chicks are done, man. I love you.
Bye-bye.
All right. Didn't give me the chicks are done back.
Yeah.